Hey ladies and gents, this is another Tuesday here on the KEEYSS channel, although it's kinda late because I was bad at editing. So on Monday, I went with my little brother on a field trip. He went to the downtown aquarium in Houston. We saw all types of fish. That one was hiding on the bottom of the tank that you see right there. There were also some jellyfish, which were absolutely amazing and so squishy, and I wanted them to be mine forever. There were turtles also, which were fantastic because turtles are fun. And something that makes an aquarium extremely interesting for me, or even just the part of a pet shop that sells fish, is that in high school I took an aquatic science class, so I'm constantly looking at all of these fish and saying, oh my gosh, that's a whatever it is, or why it has certain features. This particular spot that you're seeing right now, there are fish that were from Finding Nemo, like the blue tang, and I think there are some clownfish in there somewhere. Yep, there he is. There's a clownfish, although he wasn't bright orange like I thought he was supposed to be. There was also there were several ridiculous eels, and they were huge and obnoxious looking. There were starfish, which, did you know that starfish have 5 hearts? Interesting fact of the day. Rainbow fish. There was a parrot and various other animals that did not belong in the aquarium, but they were there also. And there were, I think, piranhas, I didn't look at the sign, and other giant things like catfish and whatnot. One of the tanks actually had divers in there cleaning the tank while we were there. And there was a pufferfish that was not puffed up, sadly, but he was still a large fish. One of the big things that they talked about while we were there was that the oceans are being polluted and that the rainforest is being basically killed because of all of the people mining and things. They cut down on all the trees to get stuff that's in the ground, and then they just leave these open patches, which is actually really, really horrible because we're losing all of this amazing wildlife. Creatures are going extinct because their habitats are being destroyed. There's a seahorse and another starfish. There was so much to see in this exhibit that I didn't even get to show you all of it. One of the things that I didn't get any footage of, oh wait, there it is. I got footage of this tiger, and I don't know if it was a he or a she, but it was a Bengal tiger, and it was really, really pretty. And they have 4 of them there. And he was sitting over in the corner eating a snack. And then we got to touch stingrays, and they're absolutely weird and slimy, and you have to wash your hands, and you can't grab them, you have to touch them with 2 fingers. But touching wildlife is interesting. Then there was a woman who came out and showed us some animals. There was this particular lizard, and then she also showed us a parrot that does some tricks, and I'm going to let you see that right now.
Taught her to stick out her tongue. So also the parrots didn't think that was very funny. So the parrots taught her to do something else, which they love to do, which is to dance. So shake your tail feather. Good. So after living at home with children and some pets, she decided somewhere fun and adventurous to live would be super awesome. So she came here to live in the aquarium. But when she first got here, she had to do absolutely everything. The first thing she wanted to do was ride those rides, and the carousel is her favorite, where she rides on a dolphin to feel like an animal trainer. Good. But then she was so exhausted. pound cake. She burned it really good. Good. And then after taking a nice bite to eat, she wanted to walk it off down to the exhibit. And her absolute favorite animals are at the very end. They're black and white, they're stripy, they're fuzzy, and they're tigers. So Wednesday decided it wasn't too shabby of a place to stay. So when she decided to stay, she gave everybody a big kiss. Good.
After that, there was also a train ride, and there were sharks. We went into a tunnel that had a shark tank around it, so we got to see the sharks, and there was even a jump scare afterwards where a fake shark came out of the water. Then there was the Ferris wheel, which I am scared of heights, and that was the picture of it. And then we went on the merry-go-round, and because my little brother is a lot more brave than me, he also went on this ridiculous ride that goes up high in the air and then it drops you. So he is a lot more brave than I am, and obviously isn't scared of heights. But overall, it was a really fun trip, and I'm glad that I got to go on it. See you next week.